Guys, I am here with your next recycled art lesson. So today we are going to use cereal boxes and paper and cardboard, and we're going to make a seascape. So it's a seascape is a picture of the ocean or the sea and the stuff going on under it or on top of it, so like boats or under the ocean. Landscape is a picture of the land, so mountains, hills, trees, that kind of thing. And a cityscape is a picture of the city or a city skyline. So today we're going to do a seascape using recycled materials. We're going to make some boats out of cardboard and use some magazine pages and kind of put it all together into one picture. So you're going to need some magazine pages, paper, colored paper, or I can show you how to make your own colored paper, glue, scissors, food boxes, so like cereal boxes that are empty, or if you have cardboard, like from a cardboard box, that would work too. So gather up your supplies and we can get started. So you're going to need a piece of paper that we are going to hook all of our stuff, glue all of our stuff to. I'm going to turn mine horizontally, long way, that way I have enough room. And then some magazine pages. So I just went through, I found the white pages with the writing for mine. If you can find blue pieces, you can absolutely use blue. I found a couple, like 1 or 2 pieces that have blue on it. You can use those. If you have colored paper, if you have blue construction paper, you can absolutely use that. If you don't have blue construction paper or colored paper, I made my own. So I just took some markers and different shades of blue and greens and teals and turquoise, and I just scribbled all over the page. And now I have a piece, kind of like a painted sheet, a piece of blue paper that I can use. So what we're going to work on first is making the water. So making the water for our background. So I'm going to take these pieces of paper. To save cutting time, I'm going to fold it in half like this. And then I'm just going to cut, you can draw it first if you want to, but I'm just going to cut these pieces into curved strips. And they don't all have to be the same. So we have some curved pieces of our blue paper. So I'll set those off to the side. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the white pieces from my magazine. Now the reason I did white is because I figured this would mix really good with the blue. And the white pieces would look more like where the top of the waves, where the waves crash. And then the blue would look like the water. You can do it however you would like. If you just want to do all blue, that's fine too. Completely up to you. But just make a pile of your pieces, because we're going to kind of do a collage technique with this, where we glue them onto here. Now my suggestion is to, just like when we did other gluing pieces and we did the cereal box mosaics earlier in the week, my suggestion is to lay the pieces out on your paper first to see how you like them. You can also use the white of the background. I'm just kind of alternating them, doing blue, then some white. There's some spots where my background is going to come through. That's completely fine. Okay, get it how you like it, and then you can start gluing. So I'm just going to slide these down. I'm going to use glue stick for this. If you have white glue that you want to use instead, That's completely fine. And don't worry about if your pieces of paper stick off the end of the page or don't quite make it all the way to the end of the page. We can trim things after we get done. That's not a big deal. So if you're, like I'm noticing my does not reach the end of my paper. That's okay. We can trim everything after we get stuff glued. So I'm alternating between my blue piece and the white lettering that I found in the magazine. And I'm working my way down the page. This is going to end up being the ocean or the sea. There are spots where my pieces don't cover, where we will see the white background. That's completely fine. That's not a big deal. That'll just look like more of the waves too. Just keep going down your page until it's covered the way you like it. Since I have to trim anyways, I'll probably just stop there. Okay. Now here's the part I was talking about. My stuff didn't quite go all the way to this edge, so I'm just going to take my scissors and trim that up. Just like that. So now it looks like the stuff goes all the way across. So that's my background. I alternated between the blue and the white for the water. Now we're going to work on the boats. So for the boats, you can use cereal boxes. If you cut the flaps off, the sides, that works really well. Or like I said, you can use a piece of cardboard, like from a cardboard box. That would work fine too. So then what you're going to do, we're going to start working on our boats. So I'm going to show you how to draw some boat shapes on this cardboard. So I'm going to line it up with the edge, so that's less drawing and cutting. So on one of your edges, you're going to draw 2 lines down like this, diagonally towards each other. And then we're going to connect them right across the bottom like this. And that will be the bottom of one boat. And then we'll do the same thing up here, because you might as well use the same piece if there's room. 2 lines down, line across the middle. Now I'm going to show you on a piece of cardboard too, because the inside of the cardboard has a really nice texture to it that I can show you. So on this piece of cardboard, we're going to do the same thing. Now your boats can be different sizes, so you can make some smaller than others and some bigger than others. 2 lines down, line across the middle. So then we're going to cut those out, cut right on those lines. So you have your boat shape. And the cardboard one. The cardboard is thick, so you might need some help cutting that, and that's completely fine. Okay. The reason I wanted to show you cardboard is because if you take the corner of the cardboard and start separating it, peel the top layer off, and underneath, it's corrugated, so it's wavy. But it has this really nice wavy texture, and that really works for a boat because it makes it look more like wood. So I'm going to use this as one of my boats. So then, like I said, we're going to plan out our picture. So we're just going to set our boat on here for now. I have that one, and then I'll do this one. Now you can use either side. You can use the colored side or just the plain cardboard. I'm going to do just the plain cardboard so it kind of all matches and is all the same color. Then we can start adding our sails. So first I'm going to cut one long strip out of cardboard. I'm going to cut that in half, and those are going to be the part of my boat that holds the sails. Like that. So they'll go straight up and down. And then we can add some of our sails. The sail is just a triangle. So find another piece, and you're going to draw some triangles. Now you can do all different shapes of triangles. And if you have the side of the cardboard, use that as one of your lines. That way you don't have as much cutting to do. So I just drew a series of triangles down the page using that edge as one of the lines. It's less cutting and less time that way. And then you're going to cut these out. Now if you wanted color, this would be a good place for color to come in. So you can use the fronts if you want to. You can also, so these will go right next to so I kind of have my boats in position here. So I'm going to glue them so I can hold it up and show you how to do the sails, because there's a few different things you can do with the sails. You can be as creative as you want with these sails. So for this one, I'm going to do the cardboard side out. So we glued down the bottom. We made this straight piece for the part that holds the sail, and then a triangle. Now what I noticed when I was coloring is that one of the pieces ended up having this rainbow on the side. So I kind of want that to show. So I'm going to glue that on top of the other sail, but color side out to give it some color. And then I think I'm going to do one of these smaller sails off to the side. You can give your boat as many sails as you would like. And then my one with the texture, I'm going to put that one down here. And even though it's thicker cardboard, glue stick will still hold it because it's not holding up a ton of weight. Glue your sail, oops, wrong side, onto this one. You can also go back in with markers and add some details that way if you want to. It's really up to you, or you can just leave it recycled using just this material. Oops. And you can use either side. You can use color side or cardboard side. There we go. There is your recycled boat scape, seascape. If you make one of these boat pictures, please post a picture of it. I would love to see what they look like and how creative you are. Have fun, guys.